There was always contradiction, absurdity, and a common brutality, and the elemental always played its adult games in the unfenced garden of my childhood. Hailstones and whitethorn blossoms, original sin and the Jesuit missions, drunk bachelors and genteel ladies, wild mountainy men who drank warm blood in the slaughterhouse, cold men who waited a generation to inherit land, and always the dead trying to claw through the gossamer curtain. I suppose in that series of contradictions, some of my poems are surreal and a bit strange because I think when you grow up immersed in absurdity, it's something that I've kind of fell in love with really, because maybe much of life is quite absurd. This poem is called The Toolbox, and I wrote it when I came back to live here. I was looking out the window at the foothills of the Partry Mountains, and I noticed that there were kind of clouds coming up through the mountains at the time, and my parents had just passed away a few months before that. And it's about looking at some of their things that were left after them. I gape out of their window towards the foothills, where cloud whispers waft up from within a corrie, like revelations from behind an altar. Late sunshine scanning between storms finds a shack where once we gathered black-faced sheep. Suddenly I hear a cello faintly seeping from a wireless, and see him floating towards me across the years, then dancing with her in that wartime photo to Glen Miller before evaporating before me. In their scullery, flooded with urgent light, I open his toolbox of obsolete wrenches, mixed with her jewellery and rusting brooches. It vibrates, fused with a menagerie of memories, and jolts a compulsion to sprinkle their grave with this kaleidoscope of refractions. To forgive him for the sins he never committed, the way she flung up her bones to adorn his coffin after everything he had done and not done. I came back to live in this house, and I spent a lot of time at night time watching this moon and the stars and the way they were talking to each other, so to speak. Suddenly he woke to the sound of a bell tolling beyond history. The moon lapped at his bedroom window. Outside the branches thrashed, shadows soothing his naked form. The room swam with ancestors. At the window the curtains billowed, far off a gleaming lake in the pocket of a blue mountain. Drifting now in life's open boat, he tore up the old rules. That dawn they drifted down, like a snow flurry in suburbia, absolution for his wasted life, confetti on a new existence.